Hello everyone, welcome back to another Free Marketeers podcast. This will be a quick one, just sort of a news flash, news update that I wanted to give you guys about South African Airways, that favorite SOE of ours, along with a few others. It's been announced yesterday afternoon on Tuesday that SAA would receive 3.5 billion rand in funding from the Development Bank. So for those of you who don't know, the Development Bank is an SOE, a state-owned enterprise. So this is one SOE giving money to another SOE. I think there's something a bit irregular about that, or highly irregular, one could consider, and I find it very odd. It was said early in January that SAA needed 2 billion rand to keep going, but it seems like the airline is just burning through money daily, even hourly, one could consider. The airline is not sustainable. I don't know how much is going to be needed. Maybe I could ask Mpiaki or Jacques, in terms of numbers, how much they think it could theoretically take to turn around SAA to make it somewhat sustainable. But it's simply not going to happen. Bailout after bailout, it just keeps going. We keep on being promised turnover after turnover strategy, new board members, new CEOs, take your pick. But the fact is, SAA should be closed down, should be wound down. Giving money from one SOE to another is not going to solve any of SAA's problems. Just for those of you who might not know a bit about the Development Bank, on their website, they say that their vision is a prosperous and integrated resource-efficient region, progressively free of poverty and dependency. And in their mission, they say to advance the development impact in the region by expanding access to development finance and effectively integrating and implementing sustainable development solutions. There is nothing in the vision or the mission that indicates giving a bailout to SAA will help encourage development and transformation and sustainability in the Southern African region. SAA is simply a black hole of funding. The money that the Development Bank has now given to SAA could definitely have been used for better infrastructure projects in Southern Africa, projects which could have had long-term sustainability and actually help transform the region. There's nothing about SAA that is going to help transform the region. Yes, there are many jobs at SAA which could be lost if it's wound down, but in terms of opportunity cost, that 3.5 billion rand that has now been given to SAA, which is going to be burned through very, very quickly, could have been used on infrastructure projects and capital sort of development and formation all around Southern Africa. Government talks a lot about BEE, transformation, that sort of thing, helping black entrepreneurs and black businesses develop. Well, giving 3.5 billion is, to be quite honest, not going to help black entrepreneurship and development, economic development at all. It's simply going to keep SAA going where SAA should have failed a long time ago. SAA does not deserve a cent more of government money, which at the end of the day is taxpayer money. Government can only do what it does through taxpayer funds. So in effect, this is government giving yet more taxpayer money to SAA. If it was a private airline, SAA would have closed down a long time ago because of it. It would have had to compete with the market. Any normal private business wouldn't be able to get this many bailouts. It wouldn't even get one bailout, to be quite frank, because its performance would be so bad that its founders, its board members, those who invest in it would demand results or would simply take their investment out. Well, with SAA, that's not the case. It can keep on going to government in various forms, for example, the Development Bank, and simply use that money. This money could have definitely been used for better projects all around South Africa and the Southern African region. And it's sad to see that government is continuing down this path of giving SAA more bailouts. It's the trend, I guess. It does it with other airlines as well. For example, SA Express, that has also received bailouts in the past from government, and we've seen no results. It's simply not right. It's not moral to use taxpayer money in this form. I think it's irresponsible of government, especially when you consider the fact that we will probably be downgraded by Moody's in the next few months. The Finance Minister, Tito Mboweni, has his budget speech coming up in February. This all adds pressure onto government because this loan from the Development Bank has been guaranteed by the Treasury. So if SAA defaults on the loan, the Development Bank simply goes to Treasury. I know that's a bit weird. I mean, it's government going to government, but the loan has been guaranteed by Treasury. So it's going to have to pay back this debt, this loan at some point, and it's all going to add on to our worsening credit rating from the rating agencies. And it's unfortunate to see. So For those of you who might be interested in some more details, about this SAA story, there's a very good article on Daily Maverick by Sasha Planting, which I could recommend, and then also on Business Tech. Just some more numbers if you're interested. There's also some quotes from one fund manager at ABAX Investments. His name is Rashud Tayob. Of course, please check out our website. We've written about the SAA and SA Express stories a lot in the past. There you can get some more fleshed out details of our views on these matters. This is very unfortunate to see, that SAA is getting yet more money from government, and the longer this continues, I think the longer the problems will continue. Being guaranteed government money simply means very little accountability on SAA's part, and it's going to continue for as long as they can. Perhaps at some point then we'll start printing money, and of course that'll lead to inflation. So the circle continues. Thank you very much for listening to this quick episode. I really appreciate it. Please find all of our work on www.freemarketfoundation.com. Please follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Please like this video, please share it, and we'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks for listening. Bye.